Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Estimation is an O-level mathematics topic, and I think, as it is obvious from the word estimation, we have to estimate the values. Here in this topic, we are not supposed to give the answers in correct form, but we just estimate it. So I think it is just practice of such numbers. There are few things which we should be clear about. That is squares of numbers. Sometimes it is required that you should know that what is the perfect number, nearest perfect number of a given value in order to estimate, and this type of things. And there is no detailed requirement for it. Okay, now if this is a past papers question, and its value is under root 35.78 multiplied by 1005 cube root, and it is divided by 0.3012. Now estimate, as I said, that we are not asked to give the accurate value but to estimate. So we find that the nearest perfect square number to this 35.78 is 36, and as this is cube root, so we should have that sense that this is the cube of 10, and we round off this value to one decimal place. So now square root of 36 is 6, cube root of 1000 is 10, and 0.3. When we remove decimal from the denominator, it becomes 3 and 10. That means 1 with 1 0, because there is one decimal place that will be multiplied. So 3 2s are 6. Then the answer, approximate answer of this question is 200. So this is the way we can solve such questions. Now there is another one. This is 19.2 multiplied by 9.09, 9.09 divided by 0.583. So what we can do, we can write this value as 19 multiplied by 9 over, if I write it as 58, decimal is moved 2 places this way, so it will be multiplied by 100, then 19 3s are 57. So before dividing it, we can, because this is an estimate, not necessary to just to round up the values, but 9 into 100 over, if we write it as 57, then 19 3s are 57, 3 is cancelled with this number, then the estimate value is 300. This is the way we can estimate, and there are, most of the questions are of the similar type, that you are given such values in decimals or radical sign and fraction, and you have to simplify them in a way that, like here 0.583, we round it off to 0.57, and then removing decimal gives us 2 zeros upwards. So this way we can solve them. Okay, one more question, that this is these are all questions from past papers. Okay, now this is 4.03 square multiplied by 29.88 divided by under root 150. What is perfect square near 150? That is 144. So we can write it as this one, this value we can write as 4 square. This value you can write as 30, and this value we can write as 144. So that will be 16 multiplied by 30 over 12. Square root of 144 is 12. 6 2's, 6 5's. Then 2 is cancelled with 16, 8. 8 5's are 40. That is the answer. Okay. Now, this is a word problem. This is the only question I could find in paper 1, which is in little more detail. A football club paid $15 million for a player. A newspaper reported that the club would have to sell this many tickets to cover the cost. Write down this value correct to two significant figures. So, writing the value in two significant figures, answer to part A, 75174. This two significant figure is 75. This is supposed to be rounded off if this value is 5 or more than 5. But this is far less than 5. So this number remains as it is. And now these are two significant figures, but we have to write 3 zeros here to adjust these values. In this case, these 3 zeros, what they are called, such zeros are called placeholders. These zeros just fill in the places of these three digits. So its answer is then $75,000. No, sorry, not dollars, but this is the number of tickets. I think. Yes. Okay. Now part B. In part B, it says that use your answer to part A and the information above to estimate the cost in dollars of a ticket. Price of one ticket. Now total cost is $15 million. 15 million, 10 power 6 is to be covered by selling 75,000 tickets. This is 174 more than that, but it is rounded off to estimate. So this will be 75,000. 1000 means 10 power 3. So you can say that this is 15 multiplied by 10 power 3. 6 minus 3, that will be 3 divided by 75. Now 15 ones are 15, 15 fives are 75, and 10 power 3, that is 1000 divided by 5. So that answer is 200. That means if they have to cover this cost of $15 million by selling 75,000 tickets, then the cost of one ticket that must be at least $200. So that is the topic estimation. This is the way you have to estimate different values. So that's it. There is no complicated thing in it. So find more questions from the past paper and just practice it. I think you will cover the topic. Okay. Allah Hafiz.